Hello again, guys, it's your buddy Greg and welcome back to another video. So we're basically doing, well, today's Serviceola part 5, more or less doing what we did in part 4, just cleaning things. But I think, here's the clip for the ratchet for the spring barrel. This is more or less clean. Like, as you can see, nothing's going on my hand. It more or less all came off. So we're gonna take all this, and take all this stuff, just put it in here temporarily. This is all the stuff we just did. Put this in here as well. And we can move this out of here now, because that is ready to go. So this is ready to be put back in the machine. And, yeah, and then and I've cleaned this out some. I used paper towel for this. This stuff was dry. It wasn't wet. It all evaporated, I think. Does mineral spirits evaporate? That's a really good question. I think it does, though. I've had it happen to me before. Or unless someone dumped it out, but I doubt that happened. Anyway, yeah, we're basically doing the same thing again with more parts. Let's do it. So for anyone who wants to compare parts here, here's something that hasn't been cleaned. As you can see, it's almost black. This is what we're going to be cleaning next, though, I think. I think this is what we're going to be cleaning. And let's look at this for a second here. This is the stop and start mechanism for the Grafonola. Well, you know what I mean. This is the speed control. I'm sorry. This, jeepers. This, I believe this stops and starts it. And those little pads there, they go on the governor. They go on this wheel here, up on top, and slow it down and speed it up. This I won't be cleaning because it's far too risky for those little pads, because they might just completely get dissolved in the mineral spirits. And the spring barrel, I gotta do that at some point here as well. I think I'm gonna do the spring barrel last. And this I'm probably also gonna do second last. Or maybe I'll do it next, I don't know. I still have to take apart the governor. But yeah, I'll get on that here at some point. And yeah, viewers, so this is done. You can put this in here. And what else? What are we gonna get? Maybe I'll get one of these containers here. Here's another one. So that's my spring barrel, etc. stuff. That's like the gearing, the access gearing. And there's this gear. Okay, so we're gonna clean this next. And then we'll see, and obviously we've got to clean the governor, but the governor pads won't be cleaned because they are made of felt or some sort of fabric. Or made of some, yeah, fabric-y material, which I don't want dissolving in the mineral spirits. So now you guys know the game plan. And let's do it again. Okay, we've just run out of paint thinner. And, well, not quite. I mean, there's that in there. We're going to probably mix it with mineral spirits next time. Or have mineral spirits, or what, we'll figure it out. We'll figure this out. But it'll probably be either paint thinner or mineral spirits in here. But it looks like we've just run out of paint thinner. So that's the end of that for right now. I didn't show this last time, but we're gonna put these. Well, I didn't show them before, and there they are. And now the scrubbing begins, and of course I won't video that because I don't want to drop my phone in there. The fan's going. We're just about good. Now I've just been cleaning here, and I've just discovered something. I don't know if we've. Oh my goodness! I don't know if we finally found a ball bearing. Or what's going on in there. Check that out. In the very center, there's something in there of this gear. Also, look how clean this is. Isn't that decent? I thought it came out pretty good. It looks dirtier on camera, I know, because it's darker. Oh, jeez. Yeah, excuse my usage, or my tweezer usage, or pliers usage. There's something in there. I think that is a ball bearing, but it's very small. I don't think it comes out. Okay, we're gonna investigate that a little further. That might be one of the legendary ball bearings I've been looking for through this entire thing. This looks like it just has a flat bottom. I can't. Hold on, I gotta move the camera over. I think that's just flat in there. Maybe that is a ball bearing. I cannot see. I'm gonna have to go in there with a toothpick and investigate. You know what? I don't think that is a ball bearing. I think that's just two narrow little holes in there. Yeah, those don't look like ball bearings. Okay, well, at least I think we solved that. There's all the toothpicks. As you can see, I'm pulling all sorts of crap out of there because it's such a tight little spot. Yeah, I guess I'll continue cleaning those 2 holes in there. And I think that's what we're gonna do now. So we finally reached that point in the Serviceola where it's time to dismantle the spring barrel. Now, for a lot of people, this is somewhat of a daunting task, and it is a daunting task for me because, you know, I don't want to get a spring to the face. What'll happen, I don't know, but the main point of this little bit of film is just to show what the spring barrel looks like in its original form before disassembly. Okay, so we cleaned that other gear, and now we're getting into the spring barrel. So I already took this somewhat apart. There's the other spring. There's the gear that goes on this side, I believe. On this side of the spring barrel, I need to clean that. I'm having some trouble getting the spring out, and I don't want this thing to go flying into my face and break my glasses or something. So I've got these protective glasses here, but I gotta look more into how to do this again, because I watched a video on this a while ago, but not, you know, I thought I remembered absolutely everything, but maybe I don't. So I'm gonna go watch that before I get a spring to the face. So yeah, that's the progress right now. I wasn't originally going to do the spring barrel so soon, but I figured, well, I don't know, it's kind of a daunting task, and I figured let's just get it over with. So anyway, I'm going to keep the two, and keep everything together. So this and this and this all goes on this side. There's all the little screws that held it together. So you just unscrew it really. And I'll probably show the spring barrel being put back together, chances are. We'll do something like that. Okay, let's go again here. It's been a few weeks since I did this just because I haven't had the chance to work on these things. Okay, what are we doing? We're taking the springs out of the barrel. I'm not going to film this because I'm an amateur, and I want to be more focused on the springs and not the camera work. Got this lamp here. Got this lamp nearby. You're going to see more of this lamp in the future, viewers, but well, I'll leave that for now. This spring, or this side of the barrel, came on this side. I have this all on video and everything, so we'll... Okay, so I've got some leather gloves, which have been slightly used, but the dirt's all caked on, so it won't come off on the grease, I don't think. And it's always good to have eye protection, which I've also got. Okay. So get the first coil up, or you gotta get my pliers in here. Get the first coil up, and then try and yeah. There's a video I've got on this. Well, it's not even mine. I cannot remember who in the heck uploaded it, but I'll link it in the description for this. I want to concentrate now, and I'll come back to you guys later and tell you what happened. As I'm editing the video, I've just realized that I didn't entirely follow the video that I will link in the description. I didn't take the first coil. I took like the first 4 of them or so. Because I tried doing the first one, it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't, I don't know, it just didn't happen. I think different gramophone springs are made differently, which causes them to come out in different ways. So there's kind of not one specific way to do this. I hope I'm explaining this somewhat right. I mean, if you really need help, just ask in the comments, or someone will probably get to you at some point. But yeah, different springs are made in different ways. So I think it might be depending on how big it is, or how thick it is, or the width of it, or yeah, there's a whole bunch of different factors that go into how it comes out. But anyway, I'm sure if you're doing it, you'll probably be fine. It's more or less some sort of generalized method where you pull out the first coil or the first few coils, hold on to them, and make sure they don't get away on you. So anyway, that's my little note. Okay, well, Greg didn't lose an eye. So we've gotten it out for the most part, pulling it up with pliers. It's kind of yeah, I mean, these things aren't actually as bad as they say. And I'll do it with the other spring soon enough. But yeah, I got it out without killing myself, so that's good. I'll link the video in the description of how I did this, more or less. And then there's this rivet over here, which I don't entirely understand. Does this spring not come off? Because usually they do come off. Generally, these springs come off the barrel well, this thing doesn't want to seem to come off for whatever reason. I can't figure that out. I don't know what's going on. It literally looks like it's just riveted in there. There's no slot, unless I like bent the spring up or something. Or got it over that lip. Let me get the screwdriver. Unless I somehow like bent it and got it over that lip. Over this thing here. Am I getting crap all over my hands? Okay, no, I'm not. This here, I don't know how, I don't know how I'd get that off or over there. Do I have to pry it? I don't want to break the end of this. That'd just be, I think that'd be the mistake of the century right there. Yeah, I don't know, I'll fool around with this a little more and we'll see what we get. And those leather gloves, these are like almost, these are gardening gloves. These came out very well for the job. These are very well, I don't know, they came out well and they had a strong grip. Very satisfied with the results. So there's another example of gloves you can use for this. Well, viewers, here's another short part of the Serviceola. And the reason I keep cutting these shorter and shorter is because like something like the spring barrel, trying to get it off this rivet, I want to make sure I know what I'm doing before I continue. So we're going to end it off here, and plus I haven't uploaded anything in 2 weeks because, I don't know, I just didn't get a chance to come in here and do this. And plus I was waiting on getting some leather gloves and eye protection, which I don't think I showed off. This is my eye protection, okay? It's pretty great. So yeah, I mean, these were already dirty to start with, and they work fine for this job. So I think we'll be okay with that. And yeah, anyway, viewers, you know why I've done this? It's just standard procedure, viewers. Just standard procedure on this channel. And here's the other one. Still in there. I still have to get that ratchet gear out of there. But I think that spring's actually bigger. Yeah, you know what? That one's bigger than this one. Okay, well, it's good to start off small. We'll do that one in the next video. And as I said, as I did, not as I said. I didn't show this because I don't want to, you know, it was my first time. And I thought for a first time, that's pretty okay. You know what I mean? Didn't really lose control of anything. Well, I did for a split second there, but then I got it under control again. Anyway, viewers, you know why I've done this? It's just standard procedure, viewers. Just standard procedure. Here's a little interesting theory. I posted the spring barrel on Facebook, and I was asking people if it was possible to get that off, and get the spring off, which it is generally. But people are saying, and they saw a picture of that big rivet. Everyone seems to think that's almost like a comically big rivet that some blacksmith or someone replaced that. So this might have been messed with before I've even done this or whatever. So chances are I may or may not be able to get that spring off. I don't know. But I guess if I can't get it off, it's not the end of the world.